Hi guys, I'm Nighrum. Welcome back to another episode of Subnautica. Guys, I changed my plans because in the previous episode we ended in the thermal power plant in the alien facility, and now we want to go to the next alien facility, um, the last one, the primary facility. Primary, what was it called? Like the full name? Yeah, primary containment facility. We already get the data, and I changed my plan because I had a plan to go fully with my prawn, but now I changed the plan, and I think we'll go like just a little bit with our Cyclops to park it somewhere around this chasm, and then we'll go with the prawn. So we'll have like quicker way to get back to our Cyclops in case we need something to eat, and in case we need some water. So we're gonna look for this chasm. Hello there. It's gonna be risky. It's gonna be risky, really.
Engine powering up.
I already saved, so now we need to look for this chasm. So I got back to my Cyclops to eat something. For now, we are just going forward, just straight forward. Just let's go, let's go. It's gonna be risky because, as you remember, there's sea dragon Leviathan swimming around here, like around this mountain, this big, massive mountain. So if we go like totally like forward. Like to the right, we can see the skeleton of the Reaper, but now we need to look for the chasm that is leading us down. And this is the mountain, like this is like in front of us. Yeah, let's see, let's see, let's see. Maybe let's go like more to the left because like I don't wanna like, get close to this Leviathan, but like oh my god, yeah, he's swimming around this place. I don't see anything in here in front of me. There's like this fog. We need to look for the chasm. This chasm was somewhere around here, this place, like around this mountain, near this mountain. Let's go. I'm like going now more to the left. Let's see if we're gonna find it. These are to find it with prawn if you stick like more to the ground. But let's see, maybe we're gonna find it in here with our Cyclops as well. Yeah, the main issue in here is that Cyclops is like covering our view. Okay, here is the mountain. Let's go. Yeah, there is the Leviathan. Yeah, this is the mountain in front of us. Like there was this entrance, this opening to this thermal power plant location. Yeah, let's go. Oh, something happened. Let's go. We need to go like straight forward and look for the chasm. It should be here, no? Yeah, here is the Reaper skeleton, and here was the entrance. But yeah, look at this. We got something. We got something. Yes. Let's go.
Ahead low. Rig for silent running.
Let's descend very slowly with the silent running. Yeah, he's kind of descending as well. But he's not spitting the fireballs, not yet. There were two chasms. There were two chasms. From what I remember, there was the second chasm as well. But from what I remember, it does. We need to like yeah, we need to go down, but we need to rotate our Cyclops a little bit. And get down. It's pretty risky because of this Leviathan. Okay, now we can rotate. There was the second chasm as well, but from what I remember, it doesn't matter which chasm you will choose, you will end up in the same place. Okay.
A hit flag hits emergency speed.
Not the emergency speed. No, no, no. Yeah, let's go like this because it should be okay. It's gonna be better. In my previous playthrough, I used only my prawn suit to get in here, but you can also get in here with your... Do I have the... Wait, do I have the blue tablet? Because this is really important. Yeah, I have the blue tablet. Yes. And see, there is the facility. There is the facility right in front of us. There was also the second chasm in here. Not in here, in this place where the facility is, but previously when we were looking for the entrance. Yeah, I also waited for this.
I am what you seek. Want to help you.
Because this hallucination is freaking alien ghost lady is like in our view, so I wanted to wait for her because whenever we are like getting closer to this last facility, then you're gonna see it again. Okay, so now I would like to see if I can make it with my prawn. Like I want to park my Cyclops somewhere in here because we're gonna leave it in here. I think it should be okay. Like in here. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yes. The good thing is that it will be loading.
Engine powering
Our
down.
Cyclops will be loading. So let's leave it in here. Why? Because in this area there is another. Normally there's another sea. Come on, dude. There's another sea dragon that is patrolling this area, and it's better to leave. I don't know if they are like attracted to the lights, but let's do this. There's another sea dragon Leviathan that can patrol this area. Like for me, it was really strange actually, on my first ever playthrough, because once I got in here, there was this Leviathan, and then I got there the second time, and he wasn't swimming around here. But there are like two of these sea dragon Leviathans. One is over here, like guarding this primary containment facility, and the other one was there. There was also the second chasm, like I said, but it's leading you to the same facility, to the same place. So let's go with our prawn. The most important thing you want to get with you is like first aid kits, because you can end up in the lava. There are some warpers. There's also sea dragon Leviathan. Some water, food. If you don't have food, then get with your Cyclops in here, or just go quickly with your prawn and then return to Cyclops to eat something. And ion cubes. Yes, and ion cubes. And we go.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Okay, they're shooting. They're shooting at me. They're spitting some lava. Yeah, on my first ever playthrough, I got to this facility by hacking to the right wall. Now we're gonna just hack to the left wall. See, there is no Sea Dragon Leviathan, but there are some warpers. And the warpers, they can be really nasty because they can just aim at you, and they can just do you really dirty by getting you out of the suit, of the prawn suit, and then you can land in the lava, or your prawn can land in the lava, and then it's gonna be nasty, because if you land in the lava with your prawn, then your prawn gonna be damaged. Yeah. Oh, see, now we have the Sea Dragon Leviathan. Now he's swimming around here, but yeah, I haven't seen him at first when we got into this area. So this is the second one. And what you wanna do is to get inside this facility. Yeah, he noticed me. Come on, dude. See, he's spitting the fireballs, but we didn't get the sound for it. Dude, get out of here. Get out of here. But yeah, you need to get to the thermal power plant first. Let's repair the prawn. To get the not the purple, the blue tablet. Oh, wait. Yeah, the blue tablet. And this is the last facility, like around 1,400 meters deep. And this is the only place where you need to use the blue tablet, and you can only find one in the game in the power plant, the thermal power plant facility. And this is the last facility, alien facility. So yeah, end game, guys.
Translating local alien broadcast. Warning, vaccine development program terminated. Emperor egg hatching project terminated. Live specimens terminated. Evacuate immediately.
Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah. So the PDA said something interesting, pretty interesting. So yeah, we've got these hallucinations previously, this ghost talking to us. I am what you seek, I want to help you, and they ask us to come over here, but where? And now we're getting closer to this facility, so now we can just sit and think about it. Okay, it looks like we're uh, reaching the source of it, like we are getting to the place where this ghost is, we may say. And Emperor egg hatching project terminated. We have read previously somewhere in one facility. I think it was in the disease facility, alien disease facility, and there was something about Sea Emperor Leviathan and Sea Dragon. And I told you guys that it might sound like it's similar, but it is totally a different species, totally a different type of Leviathan, Sea Dragon and Sea Emperor. And now the PDA said vaccine development program terminated, Emperor egg hatching project terminated, live specimens terminated, evacuate immediately. Emperor eggs. Okay, this place in here you have this ion cube and you can drill it, this big deposit, and it's gonna respawn. So let's drill it, but don't you worry, even though if you don't have any ion cubes with you, this is the place in here where you can drill it, and it's gonna respawn, so you can have some more. Oh, these little robots, we need to be careful. Like these robots, they are not a big threat, but see, now we get some new ion cubes. But we got a lot of ion cubes, so I think we should be fine. But in case you don't have any ion cubes with you, or you don't brought any ion cubes, you will have some ion cubes in here. So let's go. Yeah, these are the lights. There are lots of things in here, lots of data, lots of things to read, lots of things to scan and examine, and yeah, the game.
Integrating new PDA.
Yeah, we don't need to sit in a prawn all the time. We actually have oxygen in here. Enzyme 40. Wait, because of this beam, I can't see the letters properly. Enzyme 42 project data. Yeah, we read about this enzyme 42, and it was also in the disease facility that the aliens tried to find a vaccine. They studied different life forms. They did analysis. They researched these things, and they tried to find a vaccine for this bacteria, for this infection. And enzyme 42 was something interesting, something promising. According to translated data logs, an indigenous leviathan species was found to produce a unique substance referred to as enzyme 42, which inhibited the symptoms of the Cara bacterial infection in other indigenous organisms. The specimen was captured and contained in a purpose-built habitat for further study. So they catched a real big leviathan. They catch the Leviathan, guys, because they discovered that there is a chance, there is some kind of enzyme that this Leviathan is producing, and this might be a salvation. The alien researchers went to great lengths to provide for the life form's environmental needs, including the import of interdependent flora and fauna via an on-site warp gate. However, its health quickly deteriorated. When quarantine was imposed, all warp gates and force fields were sealed. All attempts to develop the enzyme into a vaccine had been unsuccessful. Okay, before we go down there, let's go over here. And we get some more things in here to scan. Oh my god. Oh my god, I remember this. This is terrifying. Reserve fetus. Yeah, it's a fetus of a Leviathan. Sea Emperor fetus. Yeah, this is a Sea Emperor baby, actually. Yeah. Very sad. Look at what they've done. What they've done. I'm gonna read this because this is freaking sad. This is freaking cruel, actually. Found preserved in a display case, it was likely a child of the adult specimen contained within the facility. Physiology. Superficial damage to the specimen indicates it was artificially removed from its egg casing. Stunted tissue development suggests the organism expired during the removal process. Tissue samples have been taken from the digestive tract. Analysis. It appears the aliens were attempting to formulate a cure for the bacterium from enzyme produced in the specimen's digestive system. Without a young, healthy specimen, these efforts were in vain. So they tried to they tried to remove because it was still an egg, still a sea emperor egg, and they tried to remove with force this baby, this fetus. It wasn't fully developed. They tried to remove him by force from the egg, and they just damaged him badly. They were the cause of his death. Like they made him die. This is so. What is happening? I think the sea dragon knows that I am here and he's attacking, but I never had such things happening in here. It's not like this fire this fire or lava is coming out from this facility. No, I think it's the sea dragon definitely trying to hurt us through the wall. So yeah, this is really sad, and this is how the baby sea dragon Leviathan looks like. Yeah, kind of similar to if we are talking about the appearance, kind of similar to sea dragon, but it's not the sea dragon. Sea Emperor and sea dragon, they are totally two different Leviathans. And we have preserved egg casing. This is the egg they removed him from. Oh my gosh. By force. The Emperor egg casing. This is tragic, okay? This is tragic. And this is the last, by the way, this is the last Leviathan in a vanilla game. In here, in this full game, we can find, we can scan. And this is it, yeah. The Emperor egg casing. Shell composition. The shell casing is formed from thick layers of carbon composite, suggesting an extensive gestation period. This Leviathan species may give birth just once per century, perhaps just once in their lifetimes. And this is actually true. Like one adult sea emperor can only lay eggs actually, because they are laying eggs. They are not just giving birth like normally. They are laying eggs. They can lay their eggs once in their whole life, which is crazy. And it can tell us something that this species, this Leviathan, is not that popular. There's not like you're gonna find a lot of these on this planet. Yeah, it's a rare Leviathan. Shell casing incisions. Precise incisions suggest a laser-based tool was used to cut open the egg casing and forcibly remove the fetus inside prior to full gestation. Analysis. Time pressure to develop a bacterial vaccine may have driven the alien researchers to cut open this egg and remove the fetus for study. It is also possible that removed from its parent and natural habitat, some vital condition for the infant to hatch naturally was not met. Yeah. So they were running out of time. They were so eager to find a vaccine. They didn't have the conditions, from what we learned right now. They didn't have any conditions, good
Welcome aboard,
conditions,
Captain.
for the egg to hatch, and so they removed this baby by using the brute force. And now we have lots of chambers and lots of, yeah, and this one responds lots of things to scan, lots of different strange things, objects, alien objects. I will hide for it to read it, guys. I will hide in my pram because these little robots, they can just bite us. This rock-like object features organic as well as mechanical parts. And there is some genetic and technological crossover with the design of the self-warping construct. encountered elsewhere. It appears to serve no purpose in its current state and is awaiting some kind of activation sequence. Materials such as this may have been a fundamental building block of the aliens' technology or even of the aliens themselves. Present artifact. Or maybe let's read it over here. I don't think they will be bothering that much. This construct is emitting a high bandwidth signal consistent with alien transmissions intercepted elsewhere. DNA on the exterior indicates it was once implanted inside one of the lifeforms indigenous to 4546b. Its size suggesting the subject was a Leviathan-class organism. Beyond tracking and broadcasting its location, the implant may also have recorded biological data on the subject. However, this data cannot be retrieved. So we can say these aliens they use some kind of a similar things that are present in our real world. But yeah, they are looking differently. They are looking very alien in this game. But the purpose of these objects or artifacts or technological devices, we can say it was similar to ours. This device contains a highly unstable radioactive isotope likely to destroy all organisms exposed to it, while leaving physical structures intact. Although it would function perfectly well as a weapon, it was more likely used to sterilize spaces for later inhabitation. Without instructions, it would be unwise to interact with it. Very curious. Empty case. This case is empty. Let's see what the PDA will say. Nanobots. Scans show some form of advanced nanobot inside the seemingly empty case. These bots are substantially smaller than any developed within the Federation, and it is not possible to ascertain their exact function. It would, however, be unwise to release them, so it's not totally empty. There are some nanobots, but we can't see them. Alien technology. Dude, stop attacking us. Translation device. This device stores linguistic data from over 1,000 different languages. The core of the device may allow alien text to be read and translated. Analysis of the onboard data reveals a number of ancient Earth languages, and the term CHBC life appears many times in this device. This robot is scaring me. Appears many times in the device data. Its import is unclear. The device seems to be configured to translate into the designer's language. It will not work the other way around. Game. We'll leave these chambers for now because I know what we should do with these chambers. We'll leave them for now, so don't you worry. Later we're gonna investigate them. But for now, it just it is not needed to go in there. Okay, we don't need to go in these chambers. No, for now. Ancient blade. Looks like yeah, something that we can encounter on Earth. Ancient Earth blade. An ancient Earth blade dating back to the 13th century. Blood samples on the blade match the DNA of 7 separate heads of state from the period. This evidence supports the theory that the aliens are an ancient spaceborne civilization engaged in the surreptitious study of less developed species. Strange carving. This carving is hundreds of thousands of years old and made from an unrecognized natural fiber grown on an unknown planet. It bears striking resemblance to the old Earth yin-yang symbol. Two competing theories make plain this similarity. 1. Aliens visited Earth prior to the 4th century BC and influenced the development of an ancient Chinese philosophy. Second, the concept of yin and yang is universal since the yin and yang describes the fundamental interdependency of seemingly opposite forces. It may be a necessary existential understanding in some form in all sufficiently developed civilizations. The tapering of two circles union into opposed and infinitesimally small points, definite, is one logical way to represent this understanding, and might have been developed independently by species other than humans. Curious. Curious, alien statue. These things, these artifacts, they are just like curiosities. They are like there's nothing in here we can do with these artifacts or devices. So it's only for like lore. It's a curiosity. This artifact is empowered, suggesting it served a ceremonial rather than practical purpose. The pyramid resembles vines spiraling upwards toward the warm blue stone mounted above it. It may represent a plant found on an alien's home world, a building of religious import, or even the gravitational pull of their home solar system. Circular objects looks like a shield, right? But it's not. It's a holographic projector. This device contains network apparatus and a holographic projection unit. It was likely used as a communications relay, capturing and projecting the image of the user to remote location. There do not appear to be any other devices in range. Rudimentary tablet. This device shares many similarities with the tablets used to access the alien facilities. Although its structure is rather less complex, it may have served a similar purpose, granting security access and storing relevant data, and was thus kept here as a form of legal support. And this is it. If you want to, on your first ever playthrough, if you want to go to these chambers, you can. There are 6 of these chambers, 3 there and 3 over there, but you really don't need to. Oh, wait. Oh, guys, I messed up. Second blue tablet. I totally forgot about this. Oh my god. Okay, then we need to go. We need to go back. I need to go back to my base. Blue tablet. Or maybe I can do... No, I can't do a fabricator. No. Kyanites and iron cube. Yeah, I can't do a fabricator on my Cyclops because I left the habitat builder. So I can do a fabricator, and in order to do a habitat builder, to craft a new habitat builder, I need a fabricator. So yeah, I don't have a fabricator on my Cyclops, and I can't make a habitat builder to build it, and I can't use the fabricator. So yeah, I need to go back to my base, but it's okay. Either way, I needed to go back to my Cyclops because I need to eat something and need to drink. So I'll be back. Sorry guys that I messed up totally, but I totally forgot about this one little detail. I literally thought that we needed only one blue tablet, not the second one, because I remembered that we only like obtain one blue tablet in a game, like where we can obtain it for the first time. I remembered where we can obtain it, but I totally forgot about the second part, that we need to craft the second one. But it should be it, like the 2 tablets, and that should be it. So yeah, I will go back just off screen, and we see each other in a second. In a second, come on, what is happening? Let me out. Okay, guys, I got the blue tablet. Nothing happens really. Like we only needed to go back to the Cyclops and back to my base to craft this blue tablet in the fabricator. And it wasn't that long. Like the path seems very long. It seems like it's far away from here, but it is not. Like it wasn't a big deal. And we have a big pool in here. Yeah, the sea dragon, which was protecting this chasm, this entrance to this place, was slightly harassing me, but we managed to do it. Let's jump in. Yeah. Oh, look at this. How big this thing is.
Are you here to play? Others came here once. They built these walls. They played alone. They bored me. Now they're gone. And instead, we have you. We are curious whether you swim with the current or fight against it as they did.
Look at this. Wow, look at how beautiful it is. Yeah, try. It's not a sea dragon. It's not a sea dragon. It looks like sea dragon, similar to sea dragon, but it is, as you see, it has a different face, different jaws, uh, different forearms. Yeah, we're jumping down. It's Sea Emperor Leviathan. Yeah, this is the voice we heard previously. This is this mysterious ghost slash hallucination. of an alien creature. Yeah, this was the Sea Emperor Leviathan all this time.
Detecting unusually passive behavioral patterns in nearby predators. Reason unknown.
Yeah, they're passive, so if we step out of the brown suit, as you notice, there are some predators in here like stalkers or bone sharks, but they are not attacking us. There are also lots of small fishes as well. Why?
Environment scans indicate the water here is rich with a rare plankton-like life form which depends on the organic detritus produced by the ecosystem around it.
Yeah, this big alien containment, the aquarium the aliens built. And this is the Sea Emperor Leviathan they captured. This is the mother. This is the mother. And the egg we have seen, and the little dead potatoes we have seen. This is hers. This was her egg and her child. Yeah. And we can see it. I don't know if you can see it properly here on the screen, but I can see it. She's like leaving this trail. See this trail? See it? Like here is like it's bending kinda. Yeah, this trail with this golden sparks. Yeah, this is the enzyme 42 she's creating, and she's leaving this trail of this enzyme behind her. And every like predator in here is really passive. They are not attacking each other. They are not attacking small fishes. They are not attacking us. And here are some eggs, guys. We have 5 eggs. Yes. She wanted us to come over here to find her out, to find this place, to find her, to seek her out, because she wanted some help. She asked us for help, and she noticed us, like she was kind of communicating with us telepathically, and she noticed us that we are here, like we are kind of similar to the alien creatures, and she didn't like them. She didn't like them because they were keeping her in here for years, sadly, because they wanted to find a vaccine for this bacterial infection, and this enzyme this Leviathan is producing is the key to creating the vaccine. But there is a little problem with this vaccine, with this enzyme, because it should be coming out from the from this creature. Yeah, the peeper. See, there's a peeper that is spreading this enzyme as well, but he's not creating this enzyme. He's just like spreading it. He's helping to spread this enzyme. The problem in here is that she's very weak, she's very old, and she's ill. That's why. This creates the problem. This is why the enzyme is not that strong as it should be to help fight with the fight with this bacterial infection. And they wanted some enzyme. They wanted to get this enzyme from the babies, from her babies. But as you see, there are no babies. There are only eggs in here. It means that she laid the eggs. But they didn't hatch. They didn't hatch. Sadly, we can now scan it. Sea Emperor eggs. So that's why they took one of her eggs and they tried to remove this little child, one of her child, to by force and to study it to get this enzyme. But this enzyme will only work if there will be a very healthy Sea Emperor Leviathan. Yeah, it is possible to get this enzyme from a little Leviathan, from little sea baby Sea Emperor's Leviathan, but it should be healthy, it should be alive, not dead. So, shell, uncommonly strong shell lining, organic growth on the exterior suggests these eggs may be hundreds or thousands of years old. And we're gonna learn some things in here. Alien tubes. Alien devices penetrate the outer shell layer, likely designed to supply them with nutrients and to isolate them from the surrounding environment. Amniotic sac. Like many eggs on 4546b, these do not contain a nutrient supply, which is slowly exhausted by the embryo. Instead, they exist in a form of natural stasis, awaiting appropriate hatching conditions. So the aliens, they didn't manage to create perfect conditions for this eggs to hatch. They didn't know how to do it properly. That's why these eggs were laying in here in this stasis, in such coma, we may say, and they waited for the right conditions, for the proper conditions, but it never came. And this mother, she's like alive for such a long time, for too long, actually, for this type of Leviathan, for this species. And she wanted us to help her, to seek her out and to help her because she's been trapped in here for many years. And the only thing she wished to see is to her eggs hatched, to see her babies. The fetal organism. There is a high genetic match between these organisms and Leviathan in the vicinity. They appear to be stable and healthy. That is good, right? It is likely that ideal hatching conditions for the eggs vary considerably from ideal surviving conditions for the parent. Yeah. Incubator. See, the stalker is not attacking us. It's beautiful. Hatching enzymes. Yeah. The emperor specimen eggs are attached to some form of incubator. In a normal life cycle, it seems likely that sea emperors would have buried their eggs in shallower waters, where different organic materials in soil would have triggered a hatching response. This is curious. This is actually really curious. We have such a big Leviathan. By the way, this is the biggest Leviathan we can find in this game, in a vanilla game. I'm talking about the vanilla, no mods, okay? Not the mods. We are not including the mods because I don't have mods in here, right? So this is really curious that such a big Leviathan buried the eggs in a very shallow water. Okay, the incubator suggests the aliens had resorted to developing artificial hatching enzymes which would
30 seconds.
simulate the eggs' natural hatching environment, but were unable to discover the formula. With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, I need to go in my prawn.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
With extensive information on the sea emperors themselves, it may still be possible to fabricate an artificial hatching enzyme using indigenous ingredients. However, the only surviving source of that information may be the sea emperor itself. Yeah, so we don't know how to do it. Like we know now that we can help her out. Actually, this is really sad. Look at her. She's so tired. She's ill. She was here all this time all alone because the aliens they just disappeared, and these places they are abandoned. She managed to survive because her babies didn't hatch, and she wished to see it become a thing that the babies will hatch, the babies will go out and grow. So yeah, we can help her out. We need to craft this hatching enzyme, but we don't know how to do it. Like, what's the recipe? We can insert an ion cube in here. But yeah, let's also check another thing. Here's a portal, but it's buried beneath the sand, and we can't do anything in here. Swimming away. Okay, let's insert the cube, the ion cube. Oh, we have the ion cube in here in my storage. Yeah, and see this kind of waves.
My young need to hatch, to play outside this place. We have been here so long. The others built a passage to reach the world outside. I asked them for this freedom, but they could not hear me. If you help us, I will give you freely what the others tried in vain to take.
And she opened the portal for us. Like she blew the sand, and now we have to insert the cube. But let's scan it first. Aquarium arch. Yeah, this is very sad thing because she asked the aliens for freedom. They wanted to know what are the perfect conditions for the babies to hatch. What should they create? What kind of an environment? What should they've done in this aquarium? But yeah, she was willing to give it. She was willing to give it, but in return, she asked them to free them. To free them, she asked the aliens to free them. Hey, if I give you the recipe for it, for the perfect environment to hatch my babies, will you free them? No, they said no. They wanted to study them. They wanted to keep them in here, closed, and they didn't see it like okay, we're gonna help you hatch your babies, and then we're gonna let you out. No, so she refused. She refused them. She refused to give them the formula, the recipe, whatever we want to call it, for the perfect environment. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know what to do in order to create such an environment. They tried for lots of years. She refused to tell a word because she didn't want to give up the freedom of her babies. And now we are here, thousands, maybe thousands of years later, and we have the chance now to make it right, to make it right for her. Aquarium arch. Scans indicate this arch was left inactive when the facility was abandoned. It likely served as an access point to the surface of the planet. It is much too small for the Emperor to pass through, but would accommodate smaller life forms. So yeah, she can't pass through here. Oh, sorry, lady. I need the ion cube. I need the ion cube. I will grab the ion cube and I will open the gate. Stalker, come on. Do you want to see if we are willing to open the portal? Because yeah, the portal was buried under the sand. She wants to help her hatch the babies and open the portal because she wants to see her babies getting out of here. She can't get out of here because she's too big for this portal, but we can at least help her babies out. So now let's open the portal. Let's show her first that we are willing to help, that we are willing to give her their
With the passage you've
freedom.
opened, my young can leave this place. But first they must feel the time is right and break free of their shells. This is what the others could not force from me. To you, I give the secret willingly.
Hatching enzymes, and we got the blueprint, we got the recipe.
Acquired.
Yes, we can use this portal to leave, but it will lead us to yeah, outside. We don't need to use it right now. And we got the Sea Emperor's life cycle. So let's read it. Oh my god, not near this gate, not near the portal. And this is really important. This is the story, guys. This is where it will end. Like maybe not in here, not in this place, because as you see, we still have some things to do. We have to create these hatching enzymes first. So yeah, let's learn something about it. Available biological data has been used to synthesize the effects of the alien bacterium on the Sea Emperor's natural life cycle. So yeah, uh, she 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 have seen that we are willing to help, that we opened the portal for her babies, and now she gave us the hatching enzyme. And with this, we can hatch the babies and we can cure our bacteria because we now know that the babies are also creating this enzyme 42, which is a vaccine, which is a natural vaccine actually. So there is a possibility that we can cure ourselves. We shall see. Yeah, this creature likely lived and moved in small herds around the planet's ocean trenches, coming to the surface to feed off the huge volumes of microorganisms in the shallower waters. Family size would be strictly limited by available food supply. Offspring would likely split off at a young age to form their own herds elsewhere. Given their sparse population, mating and egg laying was likely infrequent, perhaps a once in a lifetime event. The species likely had a preferred environment for egg laying. In fact, successful hatching may depend on such conditions. Given the rarity of this event, it is impossible to calculate those conditions precisely. There is no evidence to support the assumption that all members of the species were immune from the alien bacterium. Even if this is so, there is evidence that introduction of the bacterium decimated life on the planet, and this would have had catastrophic effects on the Emperor's food supply and survival rate. Yeah, so this is a very rare specimen. They're like rare um, species, Leviathan species. The symbiotic relationship between this specimen and other lifeforms likely developed as a direct result of the bacterial infection. Those lifeforms which learned to keep the Emperor alive survived with its help. This may explain the vast tracts of lifeless ocean in a rough perimeter around the Emperor's location. And also the thing I wanted to talk about, I mentioned it in one of my previous episodes, when we found this alien research equipment in the Lost River near this big ancient skeleton of this slug kind of thing with teeth. There was this data about every like creature on this planet, that every creature is like one gender only, and they can of course they can change their gender, but mostly they don't need to. Everything, I think everything is like female in here on this planet, every like creature. But here, in here by Sea Emperor, we have mating rituals. So I don't know if it is like this is the only species on this planet that was like changing the gender frequently, and they were performing the mating rituals, or this is some kind of a mistake in the game. I don't know. I don't know. Or maybe this is like because there's also a saying about the families in here, so maybe this is like the only species on the planet that changed the genders, or maybe they didn't need to change the gender because there were some other Sea Emperor Leviathans, and there were females, there were males, and they created families like normally without changing their genders. So that's why we have these mating rituals. But I don't know if you have some knowledge about this, if you know what is the truth, what is the right path in here, like what is going on in here, if this is the only like the only leviathan, the only creature on this whole planet that doesn't change the gender, or maybe they are changing the gender, or maybe there is some kind of a mistake in the text in the game. I don't know. If you know, please let me know in the comments down below, because yeah, this is, I think this is the only text in here in the game where we can read about the mating rituals in here by the creature. So yeah, let me know. Let me know if you know something. Okay. So yeah, we can use this portal as well by ourselves, and we're gonna use it later. But for now, we need to get this data, and we need to see what we have to obtain for the hatching enzymes. Oh, incubator. Okay, so this was not the data. Sorry, insert hatching enzymes. So we need to insert the hatching enzymes. By the way, we can't. Yeah, whenever we are like getting closer to the eggs, she'll be like sitting in here and watching us. But whenever we are like just swimming around, she'll be swimming around too. We can't harm her. We can't stab her. She's like unkillable. And also we can't scan her. See, we can scan her. So it's impossible to scan her. I don't know why. I don't know why we can scan her, but this is not a glitch or bug. This is normally like an
Welcome aboard,
in-game
Captain.
thing. Okay, let's see. Hatching enzymes. Here. Hatching enzymes, and look at this. An organic substance derived from plants found in Emperor's natural breeding grounds, designed to trigger a hatching response. Eye stalk seed, sea crown seed, fungal sample, ghostweed seed, and bush sample. And there are 5 of these. Remember these chambers, the gates we have seen like outside of this room? Yeah, there were 6 of these, and for like everything, for every seed of these things, ghostweed, I think you have seen this, right? We scanned this. Like these things are scattered. These seeds, there are like plants which are scattered around different biomes, all biomes we have seen in games so far. So in order to get this, we need to go back to these biomes, but we don't need to go back fully through the whole lava zone and tree cove and lost river back to our base with our cycle. No, we don't need this. We have these chambers, we need to do this. We only can get out of here to get to the cyclops and get the get some food. But yeah, there is one thing, like you can't find all of these seeds in here in this aquarium, because yeah, this logical thing, you can't find it. Uh, well, maybe wait, maybe we can eat bladderfish. There are some bladderfishes. I know they be raw, but hey, some people love sushi, right? I do. It will give us some food. I know it's like it won't give us water because they are like raw, but we have water in a bottle, so don't you worry. Okay, so we can't find all these seeds in here in this one place. No, we can't find it in here, but there is one seed, one plant we can find, like which is the rarest plant in the game. Come on, bladderfish. There's one plant on this list from this hatching enzymes, and this will be the sea crown. Sea crown is the rarest plant, like extremely rare. This is the rarest plant in the whole game. And we can find it in different biomes as well, but it's extremely hard to find it in other biomes. You can find the sea crown in here in the aquarium, and this is the only plant you can find in here in this aquarium. You just need to find a hole somewhere, you know, like for example in here, and you'll be having the sea crown. This is the easiest one how you can find the sea crown. And the rest you need to use these gates. This is Gabe's feather. For the rest, yeah, see? Here is sea crown. The rarest plant in the whole game. You need to cut it. I already scanned this plant because I already have seen this plant somewhere in one of the biomes. But for now, looking for it in one of the other biomes we have seen previously, it would be suicidal, really. It would be like a suicide because it would be extremely hard. It's the easiest way to find it in here in the aquarium, guys. And now what we want to do in order to get the other plants, we need to get back on this platform in here, and we need to go to this chambers. The 6 chambers. We need ion cubes to open these places. Let's jump from here. You want to just use the jet and jump. And now we want to go to these chambers. Because lots of people don't know about it. I like noticed that. Oh. Yeah, this jump is very like. It's not the easiest one. Yeah, we did it. So yeah, I noticed that lots of people, after playing for the first time, later I noticed that a lot of people, they don't know about these chambers, that they are shortcuts for all these biomes, and you can get through these chambers, like to these different biomes, and you don't need to explore all the all these biomes to get the seeds. No, you are just going there, and right, like in front of the entrance, on the opposite side, you have the seed, you have the plant. So let's go with the first one. There are also, like, not every chamber from the 6 chambers in here have like a portal. See, there's a portal. Not everyone has a portal, but most of them have portals. But yes, sea crown seed, you already got it. Let's go. We can go with our prawn through the portal, so let's go and let's grab all of the seeds, all of the things. Let's go. We need to find these plants, we need to cut them, we need the seeds. And that's it. And later we also need the fabricator. We need to fabricate this. So if you have the fabricator or you have the habitat builder and can craft and you have the materials and you can craft it on the Cyclops, then you can do it on the Cyclops. But I'll be going back to my normal base because one of these biomes is the biome where I built my base, actually. As you see here, we are in the Lost River, and yeah, you can find this portal from the other side. If you like go to the Lost River, you can find this little cave, it's hidden, and then you can go to this portal. But as you see, there is no place to put the ion cube. So even if you find in Lost River this portal, you won't be able to activate it because it is only possible to activate it from the other side, from the Sea Emperor Aquarium, actually, from this chamber. Because it's like a shortcut to just get this seed. And in here, yeah, we're gonna have the Ghost Leviathan. Yeah, there is Ghost Leviathan. And in this place, yeah, we wanna have the stasis rifle. In this place, go away, dude. In this place, we wanna find the ghost weed. Now we'll just go like down through here. Dude, swim away, dude, go away. On my first ever playthrough, he was like swimming more to the right, not here. We're gonna drill you. We're gonna drill you, dude. I see the ghost suite. He's swimming again in my direction. He's charging. He's charging. Okay. No, I don't have the knife. Knife, 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 knife. Ghost suite, and we got this. And now let's get the hell out of here. Okay, I drilled this bastard. We also have the power cell in case we need this, because I see that we are having some issues with power. Bye bye, dude. I got what I wanted. I got the ghost suite. You can't fit in here. You can't do anything. Go away. We got the ghost suite. So let's get back. I will do the cat. And now we are going back through the portal, and we need to go to the second chamber. Now we've been to this chamber, let's go to the next chamber. And this next chamber does not have the portal.
This room appears to be a biological archive storing more than 40 indigenous egg specimens in different states of development.
Yeah, we have lots of eggs. So in this place, yeah, like I told you, we have the 6 chambers, but not every chamber has a portal. So the rest will be having like some data or some different things. As you see, this place has lots of eggs. Like we can see lots of different types of eggs in here, but we can't smash the glass. We can't take the egg with us. No. This one we already know. We already have seen sea dragon. Lots of different things. This one is gigantic, but this one looks like Sea Emperor. I think it's a Sea Emperor. There's Ampil over there. Bone shark, jelly ray, yeah, sea dragon. But I don't think we can find the sea dragon, the Reaper Leviathan egg. I don't know what this is. I think. Oh no, this is sand shark. I thought for a second it was gargantuan leviathan egg, but no, it can be. Yeah, these are the eggs of these lava creatures. These lava sharks. I don't know what this purple egg is. It might be the crab snake, actually. This is the stalker. Yeah, I think the purple one was the crab snake. But yeah, we can't scan them. We can't scan them. This is a big spadefish egg. But we have some data. Some information. The Emperor Leviathan research data. Yeah, so we can scan the Sea Emperor itself. But we have some data in here in this terminal about the Sea Emperor. So this is like similar to what we would see after scanning it. Specimen size categories have been adjusted upward to accommodate this species. Feeding and digestion. Alien research data indicates that despite its size, this species feeds entirely on microorganisms it filters from the water, which themselves depend on a complicated ecosystem of a plant and animal life. Reproduction. Large ovary-like organs are carried in the creature's middle section, suggesting that, like other species on this planet, it produces eggs. However, internal scar tissue indicates probable infertility. Enzyme 42. The Emperor manufactures. This is the data from this Sea Emperor we have in this big aquarium, actually, from this specific lady. The Emperor manufactures enzyme 42 within its stomach cavity to break down its food and will occasionally expel it into the surrounding waters, which we have seen in the aquarium. This substance was found to neutralize the effects of the bacterium, and its presence in the ecosystem today would explain how life on the planet survived the outbreak. Yeah, because lots of people would think like how everything survived if there is this bacteria in water, like how every creature survived on this planet so for such a long time. Yeah, because of the Sea Emperor. even though her enzyme is very weak, but it can do something. It can't like cure the whole planet or cure the wildlife, but it can do something. It can help the environment. And the peepers are the true heroes in this story because they are like going through these vents we have seen, and they are spreading the enzyme as well. Okay. Uh, yeah. Yeah, it would remain to be explained by what mechanism the enzyme is being delivered. Yeah, what mechanism? Yeah, we already know that, but we're gonna learn something more about it because we have seen these vents. We know about it because we have seen the vents in the mushroom forest or some other places with the peepers going inside and going out and just spreading this strange enzyme, but at that time we didn't know what it was. Health. Comparative analysis of size and metabolic rates indicates the specimen captured by the researchers was approximately 1,600 years old. When they captured her, she was already 1,600 years old. Extensive internal and external scar tissue suggests it had lived well in excess of the peak lifespan for its species. Assessment. While a healthy emperor specimen may have held some potential as a cure, it is unlikely any research subjects survived quarantine procedures.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
And this is everything in here. So we can go back and go to the third chamber. Third chamber. And we have the portal. Let's go. Three seats. Three seats to collect and we'll be good. Now, where are we? In some kind of a cave. It looks like we are on the island, maybe? Look at this. But we have some of these robots. Let's see where we are. Okay, I'm being blocked by these stones. Let's take a look. Where are we? Where are we? There are some cave crawlers. There are some of these robots. You just wanna go through this path, like use this path whenever you see this entrance. And this is very dark biome, right? We have some infected bone shark, but in here you see this. This is glowing. So you wanna use dig light. Yeah, we wanna scan it. This is eye stalk. This is the thing we need. We need the seed of this, but we're gonna scan it and I'm gonna show you. Eye stalk. This is the bulb zone. This is the bulb zone, guys. I think it was a bulb zone. Or no, wait. Maybe this is not the bulb. No, it's not the bulb zone. We have lots of bone sharks in here. Maybe this is the parsley for mountains. It's really dark. It could be mountains. I think it was mountains, not the bulb zone. No, because there was another thing that we have to obtain in a bulb zone, and one of the next seats. So I think it was mountains. Like these places, mountains. Yeah, they were full of bone sharks, from what I remember. Mountains. They were pretty dark. All right. So let me show you. Yeah, we have eye stalk. Wait. Life forms, maybe over here. Flora, yeah. Got the blood vine. The eye stalk. Oh no, I didn't want to. I didn't want to get out. Okay, let's go. Okay, guys, I think, yeah, because we've done 3 of these chambers, and yeah, I think we're gonna leave the rest of the chambers, and I think we're gonna leave the whole ending of the game for the next episode. So in the next episode, we're gonna go to these chambers, we're gonna see what they hide, and we're gonna get the rest of the seeds, we're gonna create hatching enzymes, and we're gonna help this Leviathan, and then we're gonna end because this video is pretty long now, and we still have lots of things to do before we end. So it's not like after creating this hatching enzyme, the game will end. No, we still have some things to do. But I think we're gonna end in the next episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I see you in the next episode. Bye bye.